One of the basic elements of account schedules is the ability to export them to Microsoft Excel. You can print directly from account schedules, but it only works for some things. The default view is portrait, which limits you to 6 columns. You do have some options to use a landscape view instead, which gives you 13 columns. So for most accounting folks, this will allow you a title column as well as 12-month columns. You can find that option under Reports, Financial Statement, Account Schedule, Landscape. One of my favorite account schedule features is the ability to export it to Excel, and there are 2 options from here. You can choose the Create Workbook function, which creates a brand new Excel workbook from the account schedule that you have on your screen. Or, for even greater efficiency, you can choose to export to Excel using the Update Workbook function, which will retain your Excel formatting and will allow you to update any tabs that you've set up in your Excel worksheet. This is an example from my package of financial statements that shows all of the worksheets that I update in the course of my financial month-end close. Let's go to a demo so I can show you exactly how you can export NAV account schedules to Microsoft Excel. I'm going to start out in NAV, and I'm going to go to where I keep my account schedules. I'm going to open one up. And you can see that the account schedule that I have showing is a highly summarized income statement for the month of October in this particular year. I'm going to choose to create a new Excel workbook by choosing Actions, Functions, Export to Excel, and then use the Create Workbook function. You'll see that no other fields are filled out. When I choose OK, you'll see a progress bar that pops up very quickly that is creating my Excel worksheet. And now you can see my Excel indicator is flashing to tell me that something new has shown up. The information that shows up here isn't very pretty, so let's fix it. I'm going to change some of the formatting of the numbers by adding a comma and removing some of the decimals. For the amount that should be reflected as a percentage, I'll change that. I'm going to change the width of my columns so that they're consistent. And then I think I'll clean these headers up a little bit. The last thing that I'd like to do is remove some of these lines that carry all the way over to the left side of the page. And then finally, I'm going to choose for my page layout the print area, and then I'm going to make sure that this is portrait and fitting on one page. Once I hit preview, I can see that this is greatly improved and it looks a whole lot better. So now that I think that this looks a little bit better, I'm going to copy this over and really use this to create a template for my next 2 months. I'm going to remove these extra sheets, and then I'm going to rename these October, November, and December. And you can see that these are all the same. They all have the October data in them right now. I'm going to save this and close it. And then with this Excel workbook closed, I'm going to change the date to the next month back in Microsoft Dynamics NAV. You can see my numbers have changed, and now instead of updating, I'm going to update. So I'll choose Actions, Functions, Export to Excel, and here I'm going to choose Update Workbook, and then I'm going to navigate to the file that I just saved, the demo. From here, I can choose a worksheet name. So now I'm going to choose November, and I'm going to hit OK, and OK again. And you'll see the progress bar pop up that indicates that Microsoft NAV is creating an Excel worksheet. And my Excel icon turns gold here at the bottom and flashes, so I can see something new has shown up. And now you can see that in this first tab labeled October, I have my old data. In the next tab, I have some new data that's shown up. There are a couple of formatting things that have changed here, but it's only a couple. I know that I will need to take these lines out again, and then I'll need to change my column widths again because some of them have become a little wide again. And then the last thing that I need to do is I need to switch this back to portrait because it automatically defaults to landscape. So I'm going to save this and close it, and then go back out here to change my dates to December and do those same few simple steps. Update my numbers, go to Actions, Functions, Export to Excel, and then Update Workbook. Make sure that my file is selected. Yes, it is. Change the tab to December. Hit OK. Hit OK. Wait for my progress bar to complete and for my Excel icon to flash to let me know that that new month has showed up in my worksheet. And then I can go change those few simple things. Take those lines out of there. Fix up my column widths. Set this back to portrait. And now you can see if I flip through these, October, November, December, all three are in my workbook. And if I would choose to print preview this, you'll see that they all show up and they look exactly the same in the same format, but the numbers are different for each month as is appropriate. So that completes my demo of how you use the Export to Excel function in account schedules. I hope that you find it useful.